Our beloved 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now live in over 2,500 locations across the United States. We're now available in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, and Texas. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, enter your city or zip, and find the nearest location closest to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
She's also kind of a baddie for 60.
Who?
Kamala.
She has gotten, by the way,
Ozempic and did some shit right.
She has gotten where she is, quite literally. She is a very good-looking person. Do you know what I mean? Slept her way to a certain place. This is not conspiracy. It's well known.
Yes, she broke up a marriage. Or two marriages.
Beautiful, which is why we allow her.
So she might be a demon in the sack.
Something's up.
She's got to be.
Or a throat goat or something. Like, something's up for sure. There's too many people on that hit list. Like, for real.
She's not like me, you know. I'm a lady in the sheets and a freak on the streets. But boring in bed. You know what I mean? I do it all.
Welcome to the show. Oh! We're starting with that, James. You leave that in, Delco. You leave that in, all right?
No.
Man, what a Tuesday, huh?
Huh?
My God.
How is your Tuesday going, Ross?
You want me to lie, or do you want me to really tell you today?
Well, sometimes I hope that you would lie, but you never do.
I think I'm gonna stop lying to people. Okay. I'm gonna stop lying to the audience and everyone else around me about my feelings towards the state of Texas. I definitely hate it here.
Sure.
I definitely hate it here, and I had a phone call last night with a friend of mine I hadn't talked to in a while, and he was like, "Oh man, where are you? How are you in Austin?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm in Austin. You know, how is it, man? Everybody's going. It must be great." And I was like, "Yeah, do you gonna come in, man?" No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not. I've tried to go to the DMV for 4 years now. It's been 4 years. I still have a North Carolina ID. Was scheduled on Friday. The IT outage from around the world, knocked everything out. And they were like, "Sir, we can't do it. We're going to have to reschedule you to whenever your preferred date is." And I got a text message, and they said, just copy and paste this email. Now, the weird thing to me is it wasn't a government email. It was a Gmail, which I didn't think you were allowed to do for any government job, especially the Department of Motor Vehicles. It was just going to a personal Gmail account. And I sent the thing, I copied and pasted it from the text, and I was like, all right. So I sent it to this Gmail, and then I got like a human response back very quickly, which I was shocked by.
Was it a human?
It seemed like it, because it was...
They do.
It was like, "Oh, hey, you're confirmed, and thank you very much." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." But it was through the Gmail, not a real like .gov, .us, .homie, whatever it is.
Pizza.
Yeah, I didn't get a .pizza at the end of it. And I said, "All right." So I show up, and it wasn't at the other one that I was originally booked for. It was downtown. That was my first mistake, where I should have just ended my life and not even bothered with it. Showed up there. There was a Mexican dude who was missing 3 to 6 teeth. Tough to see, just from the side of his mouth there, how many of those little tic tacs were missing.
On people for
working. We're shitting people. He wasn't working. He talked to this woman for 40 minutes there I finally said, because everybody in the line now, it's really starting to back up. There's 50, 60 deep in here. No lie, it was out the building now at this point.
Yeah.
I go, hey, bro, it's awesome that you don't have to work today. The rest of us do. And then I turned around. There was a white, methed out pregnant woman who was like, nah, I actually don't have to be nowhere. And I was like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. I took a picture of it. It's on my Instagram. Besides the methed out white chick, it was every other race from around the world. No one spoke a lick of fucking English in this goddamn place. They looked like they had hopped over the border an hour ago. It was like 2 Chinese nationalists. There was a lurch-looking guy who was maybe 7 feet tall, kind of retarded. Like actually mentally retarded. Like I'm not saying this for hyperbole right now. He was actually mentally retarded. And he had some form of a cane and a weird tilt to the head. And then 8,000 Mexicans. I was at Eagle Pass. They had just lifted up the gate, and I was at Eagle Pass. No one had any identification, no nothing, no way to get a license. And I'm listening to all these endless conversations, and I'm just trying to check in for my appointment. I finally get up there. I've got 43 goddamn different things of identification.
I sent you with a vial of our firstborn's blood.
Got that. I got your father's semen.
Yep.
And I got your mom had sent something from your birth.
Toenail, yeah.
Yeah, so I got that as well. I had that in a little jar, and I shook it a few times. And I get up there, and so it's a great form of ID. Great. I gave him a North Carolina driver's license. Awesome passport. I was like, okay. Passport. Well, sir, your passport is expired. And I was like, they were like, why? And I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I go, unlike the rest of everybody here, I'm staying in this country. I got nowhere else to be.
You said all this.
Sure did, because now I know this is going south.
They love that.
I know this is going south now at this point. Why don't I have a current passport? What does it matter? I'm getting an identification for this state. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to another goddamn country. If I was, I'd already fucking be there, and I wouldn't be here today. So they were like, great, do you have anything else with a picture on it? And I go, I mean, I have my birth certificate, which I got that, had that shipped in from Peoria, Illinois, in that 3-day thing. And I was like, cool, man, I got my original fucking OG birth certificate. Who the fuck has that?
Yeah.
No one. They're like, we're going to see.
At our age?
Yeah. No one has that. Or a social security card. No one has that identification anymore.
Do you have the card?
The social security card? Not a fucking prayer. I had it when I was a baby.
I think I do have yours somewhere.
Great.
Yeah.
Even if you did, I don't really care.
Sure.
I had mortgage statement. I had fucking phone bill. I had all of it. And they were like, we're going to need to see something else with a picture. And I was like, that's a third picture of identification. I go, I got it. Pulled out the old fucking Costco card. Boom. Ross Patterson. Deuces. McGruce that fucking camera.
Does that work?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Sure didn't. Then they asked for something else. They go, do you have any W-9s or some past taxes? And I was like, why the fuck would I need any of that?
Pulled it out of your pocket? You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, you always keep it on me.
Meanwhile, there's a fat Mexican chick with a fucking street cart in there cooking up shit. She breezed right through the line. She wrapped up a fucking hot dog and bacon and peppers and just rolled it up in a tortilla and gave that as her ID. And they were like, yep, go ahead. Here's your fucking identification. Me, the one white guy in there, they were like, no, man, I don't see it. And if they would have said, somebody just tried to assassinate the president, he was white, we're worried about white people now, I would have been fine with that statement. But let's face it, we're in Texas, and half this goddamn state's illegal. And so now I know it's going poorly here at this point. I know I'm not getting anything fucking done. And the truth of it is, I actually felt better at the end of it because no, I don't want to live in this state. I didn't want to give up my North Carolina license. I really didn't. That was kind of like the last thing that I had from North Carolina, the place that I actually want to live. And I was like, you know what? At the end of this, I wasn't as pissed as you probably think. Inside of me, there was a sigh of relief of you know what? Fuck these people. And now the goal is to outlive that, right? I want to live until I don't live here anymore. So that way I still have that same ID of where the happiness ended for me. So maybe I can continue that. And it's almost like a vision board or The Secret where I can put it on the wall above our bed and just kind of look at that as my dream board now of where I want to go back to. Because I stood outside and on the surface of the fucking sun. That was miserable getting in there and everything else. And I'm like, holy shit, property taxes are worse than California. All of it is shit. Internet, the weird ass fucking storms we have here. I feel like an extra in fucking Twisters sometimes. Did you see Gare Bear almost got sucked in one of those goddamn things the other day? We almost lost him, I felt like, out back.
Did you feel like that?
Yeah.
I wasn't worried.
Everybody who's moving here isn't really from here. Like, no, I haven't met one Austinite yet. Like, maybe one.
You don't want to.
Right?
Like,
No, they're fucking born.
Yeah. It's one of those
Somebody
things
that-
where I don't want to meet them.
Born
meet 'em?
and raised. They are literally the most uncultured people I've ever met.
Okay.
that's so true. Well, I don't know if I've met any. There's one that lives in our neighborhood in like friend group.
One person?
One person
Yeah.
that is like lifelong Texan. And
Why
if
would I
I
ever
told
leave?
you who it was, yeah, exactly.
Why would I ever leave?
Why do I need
the
to
best
leave?
city in America.
Oh, you can go to the
Yeah.
ocean. You could go to the mountains.
And even to get to the DMV place was like 58 minutes because they're, not only building this goddamn highway here, then I-35, that's another fucking highway that I sat. Worse traffic than LA. I was down there and I was like, the fuck, 29 minutes for a 1.8 mile drive? I'm like, where the fuck am I? I've got to just stop pretending that I like it here. Everybody else that I've met from here too is moving in from out of places and then they're bringing their own fucking politics here. There's no real identity to this goddamn place.
Right.
People
I knew.
that even talk about politics here are fucking retarded. The politics don't matter. It's 100 degrees. You can't go
Yeah.
outside 6 months out of the year. The infrastructure can't hold fucking anybody that's here. It's
The
built for a
electrical
city half
grid
the
is
size.
awful.
Yeah, I
Our
kind of-
propane, electric bills, everything is through the roof. Property taxes triple. It's hard to find a silver lining unless you're a visitor. Because then, all this is going through my mind in the line of the DMV where I look back at it and I was like, holy shit, the times when I really loved it here, I was shooting a movie. Like I was just a guest here. And then I left. And I was like, awesome. Okay.
It's for people in their 20s.
I think
Yeah.
people get tricked into moving here and get so mad about it that they hype up the city so other people move here.
It's
I'm with you.
100% true. Like, people lie. Like, there was many people when I was visiting here that was like,
All of them.
dude, it's amazing. Like,
Lied to our
we
faces.
can do this and this. And you're like, oh my God, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
And then where are those people now?
I
Disappeared.
fucking cringe at the fact that I'm raising children here. I don't
Yeah.
want to make more people from Austin, and that's what I'm doing, and I hate myself for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I have one Texan baby, right? I have 3 kids, 1 Texan. I'm terrified.
But here's the thing, though. They're all from here now.
Yeah, Rob, your kids are going to suck.
Yeah, true, huh?
Yeah, like
It's not even your fault. Your
I
kids
hope
are just
not.
Gonna suck.
Yeah, they're gonna be they're gonna be useless.
I hope not.
Shout out to Bob's last Instagram post. I don't know, was it on
Yeah,
X
Bob, can you
first?
read it? Dude, everybody's been talking
very
about
long.
this. Bob, take your time today, by all means, because I laughed my fucking ass off to the point where last night I was actually searching for it to try to retweet it because so many people had hit me up about it, and it's spot on. I read it on someone else's feed, Bob. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, and I guess it has to be in his voice because
It does.
know
I can't do this justice. Bob's got to read it himself.
exactly the tone it was.
Please read aloud, Bob.
Okay.
Man.
It is July in Texas. The environment is unfit for human life. I stand in my front yard as my 2 small children scamper barefoot around the driveway, which has been baking in this hellscape's unrelenting sun for hours. Their soft feet dance among the heat shimmers. Flies buzz all around. Vultures circle above us. Our smell excites them. Eons of evolution have informed the creatures that inhabit this land that our mere presence here of our tender, exposed flesh in this place portends our inevitable deaths. They expect to feast on us, on me, on my children. My wife rushes outside. She is upset. This is all she can be. Only wretchedness and anger, like this hard country's twisted and spiny flora, can flourish here. What are you doing? It's 100 degrees. Their feet are going to get burned. I tell her I know. This is the point of the exercise. For our children to associate this time of day and this time of year with pain. Blistering, inescapable pain. I do this so they never ask me to bring them out here again, into this furnace. They do not understand the pain yet. They must. My wife has lived here long enough. She knows the ends I pursue are justified, though she will not say it aloud. She instead objects to my means. She tells me they are wrong. I ask her what she means by wrong. She is incredulous. What the fuck are you talking about? She has been touched by the heat. It has made her agitated, confused. I clarify.
Welcome to Bob's Breakdown.
I ask her if it is morality she speaks of. Dude, are you drunk? I tell her God is not here. What? She hurries to our children, puts her arms around them, protects them. She is a good mother, but she does not see that I am protecting them as well. I clarify again. I explain that if what she means to say is that my methods are morally objectionable, she needn't worry because God does not watch this place. He does not look upon us here, and thus he cannot judge what we do here. My wife is afraid now. Outwardly, it would appear of me, but it is of the truth I speak. She is really afraid. She nervously tells me the Bible says God is everywhere. I tell her to close her eyes. I want to take the kids inside now. I repeat myself, but she does not close her eyes. Just the same, I say. I tell her that I know she can feel what I feel, the heat evaporating our souls out through our pores, the sun cooking us until our skin bubbles with tumors. God has left this place, I say. He cannot bear to look upon what he has created. She is a Christian, but she knows I am right. God does not reside where our family does, here in the Texas Hill Country. She cries softly. You are drunk. She has found my thermos of margaritas. I tell her not to let it obscure the truth I've spoken. The children cry now, too. Their feet hurt. They ask to go inside. We do. We turn on Bluey. We are happy in there. In there we will remain until November.
Oh, God, that should be up on the wall like the fucking Constitution. Whatever those dummies are doing in Louisiana with the 10 Commandments, put that up for just the state of Texas. Now, there's two sides to this. There's one where I've gone on a rant about Texas before, and they were like, well, why do you live here? For work. I know it's hard to believe that people have to fucking work. We were promised X amount of dollars. They delivered on that promise, so we're here. Same with Los Angeles. That's the only reason I fucking live there as well. Now, the other part of this is, why do we stay? Because we have to work, okay? And in the meantime, everybody that I've met from here, especially everybody who's moving here from California, who over the last, whatever's happened to Biden and all this other stuff is like, I hope it's Gavin Newsom. I hope it's Gavin Newsom. And I was like, you're here because of what Gavin Newsom did to that state. And you want that for the world now. What the fuck? I just want to meet a normal, like, redneck fucking, cowboy, ranch hand fucking Texan, like a real Texan, and that's it. Maybe I can change the tune after that, but I'm going to stop lying to people about Austin's great and everything else. Same with Nashville. Can we be honest about Nashville, too?
I've never liked it.
No, it's the same, where everybody else is moving there, and then they tell you that it's great there and that you need to move there, and that's not great either. But here we are. So I walked out of the DMV and I said, fuck it. I'm going to be one of those people who has a state ID, because all I have to do is take a picture and just kind of walk out. I can give them a phone bill and just walk out. I will be that one weird fucking person who only has a state ID.
I think everyone there was getting a state ID, right?
Nope.
Oh,
driver's
okay.
license. So driver's license at the DMV, separate place for a state ID, identification card, and that's kind of it. And she goes, would you like to come back? Our next appointment is October 17th.
Oh, shit.
And I said, is this why the plexiglass is here? Is so that when I blow my brains out, it doesn't get on you, and that was it. And then I walked out. So I did end with that because I wanted to leave with something.
I have to tell you, though, I knew you didn't have everything you needed. Only because I've had to deal.
W-9.
I'm just telling you.
W-9.
I've had to deal with many.
Do you have taxes?
Driver's license, having it, not having it, getting a new one.
Yeah.
All of that. Suspended, not suspended. Here we go.
Sure. Do you want to tell the
and
audience?
I will say
you want to tell the
that
audience
I have never once had everything I needed. So it's a 2 or 3 trip always.
Right. But for you, where's your driver's license currently?
North Carolina.
Yeah. 4 years. Both of us have been here for 4 years.
I'm fine with it. I think it's you need to something to do with house and homestead and all this stuff. But I'm fine with it.
Which is also retarded.
I get pulled over. The cops say, "How long have you been here?" I say, 20 days.
Yep. Yeah, that's that standard answer. 3 weeks.
I say, "Oh, I just moved."
3 weeks.
Every time.
Yeah, just
and
got
they
here.
go, "Well, warning.
Yeah.
Just get it."
So the last ticket I got, which was a full-blown ticket that I had to pay, very expensive, by the way, because one of these podunk fucking roads is 25 miles an hour, and I was going 46, which is a normal speed. Normal speed for a single-lane road is in the middle of goddamn nowhere that leads to nothing.
Hell.
Yeah,
Yep.
it leads to nothing. And yeah, dude, the same thing. They were like, "How long have you?" And I finally just said, "You know what? I own a house in another state, so I live there too. It's a dual residence sitch, so just go ahead and write the ticket." And I literally told him, I go, "I'm not even going to waste your time today. Write the ticket for whatever you need. I don't care. I'll be here." And I go, "My keys are up on the dash. I'm going to put my hands here. I'm going to leave them here. Take your time." And he was stunned. Like, he was so fucking stunned. One of the rare times that somebody didn't listen to Drinker Bros or something, and he goes, okay. So he just went back to the car, wrote the ticket, and he goes, "So you're going to have to pay this, what?" And I go, "Great, I'll do it. I don't care. Bye-bye. I gotta go. Bye-bye."
You know what my dad says, and I always tell him after he tells me he said it. I was like, "Oh, I bet they love that."
What?
He says, "I pay your salary."
I know I don't do that. So I'm not disrespectful to
I go,
police.
they love it, Dad.
Yeah.
Every time you say that,
Yeah.
no
Also-
ticket.
I don't say that to police.
Yeah.
Not necessarily true, depending on where.
Oh, of course,
Yeah, that's true.
of course.
That's
Well,
true.
If it's a
he's
state
in
trooper or your county, then
he's
yes.
in California.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if I got pulled over in Travis County right now, that would not be accurate.
Yeah.
I don't pay.
It's not really accurate. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
right,
it's not, for the accuracy.
Hang on.
It's for the
Is that hail?
rain. Just rain.
No. Okay. Cool.
I hope it's a fucking twister.
Yeah.
Yeah, take us out.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna stop lying to you guys. And if you ask, no, find another city.
Have you ever loved this state at all?
Find another city. No, I haven't. I've you know what actually, because I really genuinely thought about this on the drive. I've loved moments at different places, but it's for sports or concerts or anything else. I could have been in any other state for that.
I will defend this state from people taking pot shots at it that I think are cheap,
Sure.
because that annoys me.
Yeah.
But I really have no love for the state.
I scratched my legs until they bled the last 3 nights in a row from some type of flies or fleas or whatever the fuck it is. We have to carry these fly fans with us everywhere. Jesse does in her purse now.
yeah, yeah.
I was unaware what the fuck that was. And the first time I saw it, I was like, "That's not going to keep anybody cool." She's like, "No.
Not to keep
Oh, the
you
little-
It's not to keep you
The
cool."
little
They
yeah,
like
flappy
go
ones.
Flappy,
over
yeah, it's just a
the,
flappy thing for flies, so you can keep them off your food
When you
so
sit
you can
outside.
eat a meal
Right,
outside.
So you can eat in the oven the food was cooked
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Correct.
Also, have you gotten? I don't know if you guys have gotten this yet, but our well, maybe yours are too. But our trash can is filled with a lot of poop.
Fire ants.
A lot. Oh no, we got.
So I'm bitten
Poop?
to shit.
Poop?
Bitten to shit by fire ants, by the way.
my children's poop.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Right. So
yeah.
for a
Same.
couple weeks, I'd say about a month and a half, horrifying maggot infestations crawling all
Yes.
over,
Yep.
all over our fucking trash can, inside and out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tried everything to kill them, week in and week out. Nothing worked. Now we just have to double bag our trash so that there aren't
Yes.
Yes.
10,000
And
little
do-
maggot flies.
Yeah.
And then take your trash can to the car wash.
Yeah.
Or what, you know what I mean? Just hose it out
I
every
had to
single
hose
time,
it out
dude. I'm like,
multiple times.
every single time.
And there's been times in life where I'll go back to Los Angeles where it was, things were rough or, you had a horrific week or a day or something like that. I was at least able to drive to the beach and just kind of chill out and be like, all right, there's some place I can go and get some fresh air and I feel okay. I don't know where that is here until November maybe or December. I'm not sure where that is.
I think also, though, right when it gets super nice, like nice enough for you to just like sit outside, is when the bugs are the worst. Is that correct? Bugs and allergies?
Allergies, definitely.
Allergies,
that's when the
that's it, yeah.
cedar hits.
Yep.
There's one moment where
Never
you
had
go,
allergies in my entire life until here.
No one should have settled this land.
No, they should have just kept on trucking.
Yeah.
Kept on trucking.
What idiot, and this is obviously pre-politics because the politics we speak of did not exist yet. What idiot stopped here instead of continuing to Southern California?
Maybe there was South by Southwest going on.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? They were
Maybe
like,
and they were
what is
tricked into
this?
that. They were like, oh shit, dude, this
they
is
stopped
fun.
their wagon, and it
Didn't
was like,
Mexico used to have half this fucking
All of
state?
it.
We
All
took
of
it.
Why?
Well, first it
So
got
let's
us-
take Cuba.
it got-
Like
I
Cuba
know.
rocks. We didn't need this. We didn't need this. Cuba rocks. Like, let's take Cuba. No, let's take that shittier part of Mexico where it's just as hot, but it's not near any beaches. Let's take that part and just, okay, yeah. Well, fuck yeah, dude.
yeah.
So I'm gonna stop lying to you guys. I love all of you, and to anybody from here who's actually from here, born and raised, and all that other stuff.
Shut up.
And now
I
they're
apologize.
Yeah. And now they're stealing your land too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I've,
Sure.
And I've been in a hotter and more humid place, but I loved it.
Right.
Florida, yeah. And everybody's moving to fucking Florida. Everyone.
There really is like, and me and Dan have talked about this like 8 million times over the course of our lives here together. The people from here are like truly deeply uninteresting people. Like
Yes.
it's fucked up.
It's
fucked up.
drywall.
Yes.
Nothing. They offered.
Yes.
But the
zero.
heat, to their credit though, the heat has sucked the souls out of their body years and years and years ago. You're just watching a skin shell just kind of walk around and figure it the fuck out. So how long you guys been here, by the way?
A decade. He's
Oh,
been here
boy.
for 12 years.
12 years.
Okay.
Yeah, they're basically from here.
12 years a slave for Bob.
Yeah.
It's accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. Very accurate. But we'll move on to something happy. I did have a happy moment. It had nothing to do with Texas, obviously. Tweesters. Saw Tweesters on Friday night, the one that almost sucked Gary up. Man, go see that movie. They're really ripping bodies into that thing. A lot of people get sucked up into the tornadoes and die, which I was amped about. I was like, holy shit.
Wasn't there cows in the first one?
It was cows, but not a lot of people. This was actual humans just getting sucked right
Is
out.
it
where I was
graphic?
like, yes.
It's like somebody getting peppered with pieces of barn and shit like that.
Yeah, you see somebody get hit by a barn.
I like that.
So do I.
Because original Twisters, people would just get like sucked away, and you would just
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
well,
And
they're
that was
dead.
it. Yeah.
Glenn, to my prediction, that I said Glen Powell will be a movie star after this. He is, and God bless him. Made $80 million over the weekend. Monster fucking number. And
From Austin, right?
Yeah, yeah. He actually
Round
is
Rock.
from Austin,
Yeah.
Went to UT.
and he lives here.
He was
And
a
he lives
fraternity
here.
brother with Barrett, right?
No,
They were
yeah.
in the. We have a friend who I think was in the fraternity at the same time as him, but barely. I don't think they knew each other.
Good for him. Will you look up his age? Will you do me a favor and look up his age? Yeah. I'm actually a big fan of this guy now, and it took a very, very long time.
35.
Perfect.
35. Wow.
Perfect.
All right. I mean, he hung in there
Whole
forever,
life ahead of
dude.
him.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Because they cast the chick was the biggest fucking snooze of all time, so he just looked like the ultimate movie star on that screen. I don't know if his agent did that, whoever did it, but like you couldn't wait for him to come back on screen every time. That's the movie that will make him a household name. And good for him, man, because I didn't give a shit about anybody else in that movie. I couldn't wait till he came on screen, and he is a fucking flat out movie star. That guy.
Is the second lead not Kiernan Shipka?
I don't know who that is.
It's not. Yeah, she's like the daughter from Mad Men.
No,
No,
it's the girl from where the Crawdads sing
Oh, God,
Normal
yeah.
People.
It is the most boring vanilla white girl on the planet. Where if it was somebody else's kid, you were like, "Oh God, man, why did we create another one of those?" You know. I think it should have been you. I think it should have been you in the movie. Somebody with a fucking
Yeah,
personality.
he goes for an older gal. You know, maybe
guys are roughly the same age.
one that like shows him the ropes.
Well, you guys are roughly the same age in real life, so like, yeah, dude, it would have
Roughly.
made more sense to me. This girl looked like she was like 19 years old. I had looked her up afterwards. She's actually like 26 or 27, but she looks very, very young.
Is Bob's type.
And
You look her up, Bob.
Yeah, she is my
She's
type.
your exact type.
Exact
But so is Kieran Shipka. I didn't watch Mad Men, so I don't know her as a little girl. I only know her from Sabrina, which I watched basically just because she was super hot.
Right.
Either one, I'm good.
Okay. Hollywood today is trying to figure it out. They're like, oh man, maybe we should do more of these movies for the southern states because it did well in all the red states essentially. And they said there was no politics in it. They don't talk about climate change regarding tornadoes or anything like that. And they didn't. And it was like, yeah, that's why we all fucking enjoyed it. I got to sit in a movie for the first time and not be preached out about something. It was nothing. It was just people getting sucked up in a fucking tornado. Even the cool spin, because Bob, I think you said it was a sequel. They didn't mention Bill Paxton or Helen Hunt or any of them in the movie.
There was some weird little Easter eggs or callbacks or
There was. The Dorothy machine was in there. So the original Dorothy machine was in there. And then they had
to
that.
the original Twister.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So that was from the original movie. They actually used the real one. Like that was in that movie. And that was cool. And the kind of neat little spin was he was a tornado chaser on YouTube. So he was a YouTuber. Glen Powell was. And that was fun. Like all the funny, hilarious shit where he's selling merch and all the bullshit that we do. And it was great. He was great. Fucking gigantic movie star now. And congratulations. Really enjoy that fucking dude, man. And just it had the classic 80s shit, white t-shirt, pouring down rain. He walks out, but he's holding a rain jacket, but not wearing it just so he could get soaking wet, because he's shredded. And you were like, fuck yeah, dude. That's the old school shit.
I love it.
Same. The bad stilted dialogue,
Being super dramatic
You're with
about
my daughter. Yeah, she's been chasing forever. Chasing tornadoes? I mean, I was with my kids, so I couldn't do it. But it reminded me when Hulk Hogan rips his shirt off. I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
Right.
She has been chasing forever. This is her life, dude. She's saving her fucking town in Oklahoma. I'm all in. Like, let's go.
Right.
It felt like a throwback 80s American movie where I was like, yeah, dude, fuck yeah. Bunch of people died. I loved it. I'm a big fan. And now they're trying to replicate it in Hollywood of like, maybe we should make more movies without politics or anything else in it. Yeah, or comedies, or feel free to take a swing at anything other than, trans shot on an iPhone and then it's, got some fucking Plain White Tees remake in it or something where it's a House Baby singer.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit, dude. Those goddamn things. Like the girl who sang the anthem. I don't want to hear that voice in a movie ever again.
Right.
I don't want to hear that music ever again. And that tone.
I'm starting to come around to that anthem
That
in particular. Like, I think he was trying to do something that's maybe above my, you know what I mean? It's over my head. Boomer. So I think the more I listen to it, the more I go like, all right, I see what you were trying to do. Do you know what I mean?
Who's that girl we follow on Instagram that always makes those independent artists? Is it Mahan Mahomes or... She's best friends with Vincent Marcus, and they do all those videos together.
Yeah.
God, if we could pull her up right now, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an M or something, because I want to give her the credit that's due. I've never seen anybody nail this in real life, that it's so obscure that as soon as you hear it, you're like, oh, it's not obscure. That what you're doing is exactly what we're hearing on a daily fucking basis here.
I can't fucking think of her name.
Yeah, I know. Something Mahomes. Just try it. Give it a shot. We'll give it one shot.
The girl that
Go to
if you
Instagram
go to
and just type in Mahomes and see what happens.
I don't think it's that. Go to Vincent
I'm
Marcus
sorry, lady.
Instagram, and then she's the one that's.
I don't know her in real life, so I'm sorry that I'm fucking up all your
There
shit.
she is,
there
right
she is
there.
right there. Next one down.
Hair,
directly
brown
staring into
hair
camera.
over brown hair. Yeah.
What's
What's her name?
Yes.
Manon.
I was close.
Nope.
Manon Mahomes, right? Click on her name and then go to her thing and just type up. It'll be like every indie singer, and it's the greatest thing of all time, and it's every single artist that's out there. While you look for that, Bob, because it'll be a label on there. I'll let you take your time with it. We'll talk about Katy Perry because you can't switch to that now either, And everybody's asking why she bombed and why doesn't she have a new sound or a new thing or whatever. And it's like, you can't change what you've already been doing. So I don't know where she goes from there. She can't switch to a house baby.
Yeah, but I think it's not.
Play it. Bob found it. Look at it. Play it. Love you,
All
Bob.
right, here
Love
we
you, Bob. Thank you.
It's an indie singer lullaby.
Yeah. Yep.
Was about a lullaby. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder why yo.
Yeah.
The apple
God.
boy, the world so high. Like a diamond
Yeah,
in the sky.
so it's like that.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder why yo.
Why, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the house.
It's all of them.
House. Yeah.
It's all of them.
Uh-huh.
And it's a cheat code to actually trying to sing and then kind of tricking people where you're like, oh, that's a unique talent. But it's just an impression of every other singer that's like that. And
Right.
It's great. Say her name, by the way, because she's fucking awesome. I followed her for years, and I don't know her goddamn name.
Manon Matthews.
Man and Matthews.
Man and Matthews. Okay. Shout out Vincent
Yeah,
Marcus.
so Katy Perry, it's not that she's trying to do something different.
Because she can't.
She can't, but it's very. I think it's she's one of the old guard that's dropping, right? Trying so hard.
Yes.
Jennifer, J-Lo,
Yep.
done.
Yep.
Trying so hard to do something and like excited for the tour. Katy Perry, quits American Idol. She has this new album. It's going to be everything. Woman's World comes out as the first single. And what, Bob?
I'm going to say two things here. One, I appreciate her for trying because I'm tired of this Gen Z Xanax pop bullshit. Like, I can't do that. The problem is that that's already over because people like O-Rod and Sabrina Carpenter are making actual like fun music again after several years of just like yawning into a microphone and calling that fucking pop.
And
But it's like,
but
Katy Perry used to make like satire, fun, campy,
Yes,
right?
big, poppy,
That's
fun
not
hits.
this.
You know why? I think one of the reasons is she lost two of her best songwriters.
She did.
Bonnie McKee,
Yep.
who does her own shit now,
Yeah.
who is awesome. She actually has a new album out that I really enjoy if you like 2010s girly pop like I do.
Yep.
And then Kesha was a songwriter for Katy Perry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. But the other part of this is I looked up her age because the two people that you just mentioned, Bob, and you're correct about it, are young. They're 21 years old. Katy Perry is actually 39 now.
Yes.
I didn't know. I thought I would have said 33 tops, 32,
No,
33.
she was 33. Remember when she was acting like, I'm just a little girl. Like, I don't know what's up.
But
She was
physically,
33
she
then.
still looks
looks great.
And all we know her is from American Idol now with the kids and whenever that pops on in the background. So I just didn't really think about it. She was making $18 million a year on Idol. Why not keep that job after this long? Because you hadn't made an album in
J-Lo
like
was
5
on-
years.
J-Lo was on a show too.
I know.
Why not keep that?
I know.
Why? Because they want to prove that they're still, these little girls are coming up, Taylor Swift, fucking O-Rod, whatever. They want to prove, no, they're still the ones, right? And it just didn't work out. She's saying it's satire. Go listen to the song yourself if you want, Woman's World.
Yeah.
She's saying it's satire. It doesn't really land. It just seems kind of vapid, no personality, formulaic, a little bit like a Karma's a Bitch, right?
It sounds like it's going to be
AI
Kamala
made it.
Harris's theme song.
It's the DNC.
for a
yeah.
58-year-old, 59-year-old woman, not
Yes.
a young, cool generation who wants to fucking bop around and party. And here's the other thing I don't get. Like, let's take J-Lo too and her. You have kids at this point. Why don't you just be happy being rich and then watching your kids grow up? Like if somebody called me for a fucking movie today, I'd be like, dude, get Glen Powell. Like go get Glen Powell right now. Like I'm good and I'm happy with my wife and my kids. Go get Glen Powell to be in the fucking movie. Like I'm fine. I don't understand why you would want to pop out of that and then just miss the young years of your kids' lives for this when you've already done it. She's already done it for 20 years. 20 years at this point. Just be happy about it and be hot and just do Idol and fun appearances and shit like that.
it's also tone deaf about what is empowering these days, right? So conversely, I think at the very same time, Kesha puts out her song of like, whatever, beep, beep, get in, loser, going for a joyride, whatever.
Yeah.
That to me is a little bit more empowering than like being told like, you know, you're strong, you're a sister, you're a mother, we can do it all. Like that seems, it's just not it.
But does a
anymore.
15, 16-year-old girl want to hear you're strong and you're a mother?
That's what I'm saying.
No.
That's not it anymore. So like the real feminist song is Kesha after everything that happened to her, whatever, suing Luke, Dr. Luke or whatever, the producer that...
The guy who molested Kesha, allegedly.
actually raped her many times, apparently.
Kesha? Mm-hmm. Oof. I just... Look, I believe all women, obviously, but like...
No, this isn't even like a debatable thing.
He could have raped a lot of women, and like Kesha's the one?
Can we show Kesha back in the day?
No. She's always been a Duraflame, a wet Duraflame to
No,
me.
she has not.
Dr. Luke has worked with everybody. Like, he could have chose a lot of people.
Yeah, no, he did. He raped a lot of people.
Is that confirmed? Hang on, because I don't want to get sued for this. Make sure that that's true.
That's pretty confirmed.
Pretty confirmed.
Just bring it up.
Lawsuits.
Just bring it up that he was convicted of something real quick, guys. That's all I'm
Oh,
asking.
now we're doing this on the show?
What?
Now we're doing this?
You guys are dead, like, positive that he's been raping people. I just want to make sure.
It's the same way when people are saying it about Weinstein. Has he been convicted? No. All right.
Yes, he has.
Fine. At the time when
he's
people
in
were
prison.
saying it. At the time when people were saying it, when everybody fucking knew.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know Dr. Luke, dude. I don't have a Dr. Luke story. I don't know who this person is. I know he's a music producer, and that's about it. If he walked in, I couldn't pick him out of a lineup. One of these two listeners could be Dr. Luke right now. And I'd be like, oh, shit, you want to make a rap song after this? Like, that's cool. I didn't know you were Dr. Luke. Bob, what do we got here?
I'm only seeing Kesha on the Google search.
October 2014,
she's-
Kesha sued Dr. Luke for sexual assault and battery, sexual harassment, gender violence, emotional abuse, and violation of California business practices.
Okay, but didn't file an actual...
No, did.
Did,
Sued.
and then
No,
lost one and then appealed.
So she lost one?
She lost the first one.
How do you lose that, I guess, if it's true?
The judge said there wasn't
Enough
proof, I guess.
Okay.
But she appealed and I think won after that. And it's one of those things that many girls have come out about this dude after. So to your point, no, he's not convicted.
Okay. Just checking. But then Katy Perry's working with him. She just hired him for this album.
He came to a settlement in June of 2023 with Kesha.
He also filed a countersuit for defamation.
Ah, there you go. Now with that, Katy Perry just hired him for this album.
Mm-hmm. In her women's world.
That's what I'm saying. If he's out there raping everybody, then, you wouldn't probably hire him for this album.
Yes. So that is one of the many problems that people have with her big feminist anthem. Right?
I guess. I don't know. Did he do that song?
Do what?
Did Dr. Luke produce that song that we just heard?
Katy Perry's, yes.
That song we heard, The Woman's World?
Yes.
Okay. Got it, dude. Jesus Christ. You weren't positive about the other shit, so...
What do you mean, what other
Forgive me
shit?
for asking that he was convicted of rape. That's a big one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I meant to say, like, he in the industry is well known for many, many accusers, well known. People
Okay.
don't work with him because of many, many allegations.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Kesha, one of her claims happened outside the statute of limitations, but in New York, and I don't know if she re-followed up with that because of the that like 1 year
that
window
Trump,
people had.
the Trump thing, yeah.
I don't think she did. And then she also tried to file a hate crime against him, saying the rape was a hate crime, but the judge threw that out because he's like, I mean, a rape doesn't, you don't have to hate women to rape a woman.
Right,
so,
right.
Maybe just because people hate Kesha, you know? And that's
I
what they
love
were
Kesha.
trying to go.
And then Praying.
trying
So
to go
that
for.
song Praying came out
Yes.
after that.
Yeah. Which, by the
Which
way,
was a fucking. So that's what I'm saying.
That was a banger of a song. I'll give her Praying for sure. The other ones I won't give her. But he produced that song and then what? The rest of the album or just that Woman's World song?
I think it was the album.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so not great all the way around. Has the album come out yet? Because I heard that song bombed.
Yes, it came out.
So
and bombed.
Kesha and Dr. Luke released a joint statement in 2023, so about a year ago, June 2023.
After a settlement.
After the settlement, and I assume this statement was probably part of the settlement. It was set about a month before the case was going to go to trial. In her statement, Kesha says, while she does not recall everything that happened the night of the alleged assault, she's looking forward to moving on with her life and wishes peace to all parties involved. Dr. Luke continued to deny Kesha's original claims in his statement. Details of the settlement were not revealed.
Right.
Free Dr. Luke, then.
Yeah.
Free Dr. Luke. Okay, he's freed. Go to the police if something happened to you. So it says she's back on the Billboard charts this week with a new release. However, it is at 19, which is not doing great.
Who?
Katy Perry.
Yes. So
19?
Where's Kesha's?
Yeesh, dude. Kesha has a song out?
Yeah, I just
what
saw
I just
Joyride is what it's called. I just saw Kesha's this morning. I'll try to look where on Billboard. That's what you want.
Yeah, I've never heard that
Sure.
song. It's called Joyride. Do you like it?
It was.
It's a Kesha bop.
It was kind of loud.
It's a Kesha bop. I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying, like, look, in terms of like a feminist way, how you deal with that kind of shit is just put out. You know what I mean?
I like both.
She's pissed that that she's working with Dr. Luke, right?
Okay.
Kesha is.
Okay.
Katie puts out the pile of shit. Kesha
Sure.
puts out Joyride.
I didn't love Joyride. I'll listen to
No.
it again.
The only really song that I've loved of Kesha's is
Praying.
But.
Same.
You didn't like TikTok?
Oh yeah.
Come on.
I mean, in the day, yeah.
In the day, yeah, if it comes on.
I feel like
she created TikTok though, and I'm kind of pinning that on her.
That's
so maybe
fair.
maybe that's unfair of me.
Or maybe the Me Too movement, TikTok, time's up.
Oh. Sure.
Really reaching here today, guys. I love it. But time's up. She was ahead of then. She was what 4 years ahead of that movement. Good for her.
Yeah, at least. I'm not seeing them on there yet, but I think these songs are too new to chart. I mean, Not Like Us is still number 1, and Shabuzi is still number 2. So like,
All summer long though. There's been 1 and 2 all summer long. Those haven't budged.
look, this is Sabrina Carpenter's Summer. Okay, Espresso, please, please, please.
I have no idea who this woman is.
Bob will fucking educate you real quick. You know.
Is she the next one up? Is she like 19?
Look at this is
how old is
is
she?
Bob's
25.
Pull her up. This is Bob's type to a T right here. I mean, it's almost as if Bob's AI created this girl.
He's
In a
just
way.
creating pop stars?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that's it right there.
yeah.
Yeah,
What's
I mean,
the song she does?
it's perfect.
Espresso.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's a good song.
Sing
I
it.
play
Big
it
song.
for you.
Sing a
it.
couple bars.
I can't relate to desperation. My
Banger.
give a fucks are on vacation.
Okay. Like it. I like it.
She is actually, so to your point about Katy Perry used to be like kind of winky and satirical. That's her, Sabrina Carpenter now.
the new
Just,
guard.
Like, I think
It's the new guard.
They call her like kind of brat pop. Like she's just very like
Yeah.
comically bratty.
Bob, pull up that pic you just had up there right now.
Yeah.
Is that her pussy just hanging out there? I don't think I've seen it.
I wouldn't be sitting here if that was her vagina.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know who she's dating? You know who her beau is?
Who?
Can you guess who's banging her? By the way, it gives me hope.
Is it a normie? Is it a fucking
Not a
normie,
normie,
dude?
but if
Pete Davidson?
Is it one of the rodent
close.
people?
It's close to Pete Davidson.
Is it one of the rodent people?
rodent people?
Yeah, that's been a big movement here.
I don't.
People that look like rats.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, kinda.
Okay.
His
one?
face looks like it could be.
Oh, I know.
Based on a Ratatouille.
The Saltburn?
Yeah.
No way!
Barry Keoghan.
Very cute.
I don't even know how to
Keoghan.
say his last
Barry
name. I don't think you
Keoghan.
guys do either. Is it Keoghan?
Yeah.
Keoghan.
What
Okay.
else is he in?
He's the Joker.
Masters of the Air, he was in for a couple episodes.
Saltburn, and then that's kind of it.
I could tell you what he was in, and this is, I mean, he was brilliant in this.
I still haven't seen Saltburn.
He was so good in this. One of my favorite performances of the year. Banshees of
Inisherin, I hear it's good. I hear it's good. I hear it's really good.
We hear great things.
I hear great
and I can't
things
wait to
about it.
check it out.
Yeah,
I
he's
just
OG
don't
rodent boy.
Get it? Yeah.
This is the first
This is
one.
the first rodent boy. Well,
I mean,
not
he is
really.
a rat. He looks exactly like a
Yeah,
rat.
like this is...
Like, guys, I could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, look.
Yeah.
That's Bob.
Mess
yes,
up your hair
yes,
a little
as you
bit
could.
like that.
Because it
Make
looks
a
like
weird
he was
smile.
in a car accident, and then they kind of put his face back together there.
It's like Play-Doh face.
It's weird. But
Or
even
it's like before Tom Cruise like pulls the mask off.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? When some kind of heist.
No, I thought you were saying Vanilla Sky. Like, yes, that looks like afterwards in the car crash, like that, and then they put it back together.
Yeah.
Can I play you the best stand-up I've ever seen about Barry Keoghan?
Sure. Who is it?
It's this dude. He's like the weirdest motherfucker on earth. I think he's like a they, them, but he is so aggressively fun. Like, he just like is so uniquely funny that it's impossible to hate. Anyway,
Pop it up. Is this him?
yeah, this is him. Chris Fleming is his name.
Still out on what makes an attractive man.
Oh, I saw
They're
this
still
clip.
very much in deliberations. And as soon as it feels like they're closing in on it, a new guy comes along. With eyes on either side of his head. And the head of the attractive committee is like, this is not at all what we talked about! When did we decide what makes an attractive woman? Antiquity? It predated Christ! And I feel like we were closing in on it. 2021, we were about to reach a consensus. Biden was going to sign off on it. Trudeau was going to sign off on it. They were going to Gmail it out to us. And then Barry Keoghan crawled out of a bar.
So true.
Yeah.
In what world? Although I will say it started with an Adam Driver.
Hang on.
Yes, this is my favorite.
The committee's like, okay, what I missed, I was gone for the long weekend. What the fuck? Oh! This looks like something you fight during the night in Zelda. Civilized for 2 weeks. After all I've done, I brought unity of vision.
You can cut it here, Bob. Excellent clip, by the way. And it's true. This even prompted the New York Times to write a piece called "Who is a Rodent Man?" Mm-hmm. Now, also in this
The
clip,
rodent boys of summer. Yeah.
it's Barry Keoghan, not Keoghan. And when I said no one knows his name, that goes for both of you guys as well. No one knows that guy's name. And I didn't either until this fucking guy pronounced it in his stand-up bit. Like, zero idea who it was. And the guys that are in here, I'm with you. I think Adam Driver started it. He didn't get the proper credit he deserves.
Well, because we weren't calling it rodent, but we were calling it ugly hot, right? Or whatever, like full circle, so weird looking that you're like, hot. What?
Defoe started it.
Defoe, you
Willem
think?
No one
Dafoe.
was like, I want to fuck Willem.
No.
No one.
No.
No one was like, oh,
No.
man, bring me Dafoe.
Even when he was younger, I don't think people were clamoring for Defoe.
No.
Like, but this is like
Defoe is the Green Goblin? I think so. You pulled it.
Now you're trying to rewrite history.
We're not doing that here today.
That's a good meme, though, right? You know, I'm something of a hot guy myself.
Yeah, yeah.
So here was the New York Times article. Here was their top 4. Josh O'Connor was on there, if you want to pop him up. Mike Faist, Faist. Matthew Healy from...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Who's Josh O'Connor, by the way?
Crown.
Oh, The Crown. Gotcha. Okay. And then your boy, Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah, everybody's boy, but sure.
Sure, but he's in that mix as well as a rodent boy. I didn't see it as much as the rest of these fuckers, but I guess he's lumped into this category too.
I think it's because it's a face that, I mean, I don't think classically, I think that what they're saying is that classically they wouldn't be thought of. It's not a Jacob Elordi, to your comics point, right?
But I mean, this article in the New York Times is ruthless.
Look.
Yes.
Look at
Yep.
this. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Nuts. Absolutely fucking
She's a
nuts,
cannibal,
dude.
so
Like, what? What?
yeah.
It's crazy, Bob.
Rumor is
This one's going to haunt you, I think,
for
for
real
the rest of your
cannibal.
life.
Yeah.
Because it could have been. You were just wrong place, wrong time.
By the way, this
I think he
poor
still
bastard
has
with
hope.
this high-def camera.
I know, my gosh.
Oh, God.
And it's like he needs to be in the same lighting as her, and their like white balance is all off.
got a
Do you know what I
gap
mean?
tooth.
Like he needs to stand next to
No,
her.
every tooth is gapped. He
Yeah.
has Simpsons
Skin sucks.
teeth.
He needs to be in a dark Irish bar at a fucking funeral. That's the only lighting he would look good in.
Got a little bit of a unibrow.
But the wild part is
Put
the New York
brother up now.
the
Put
New York
brother
Times
up.
article went all in on these people and just
the picture
printed
of the
all
brother.
of it.
Yeah.
Nick Kroll, I'm going to read this. There's 4 people arguing in this
Ariana Grande's
article.
brother. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ. Nick Kroll is a rodent man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a great game.
but
oh my
he's-
God!
but I don't know if
somebody's
he's
saying Willem
ever-
Dafoe and Crispin Glover.
Do people say
Delco. Delco.
to fuck Crispin Glover?
No, somebody was trying to fuck.
Oh yeah. No.
No, there was.
The dude from River's Edge. Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
We knew his ex-girlfriend, dude. Yes, it was yes.
I don't know about
Fuck,
that. but
dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clayne
He
and I
was-
did. Clayne and I did, and I was nuts because he did a movie with him. Clayne and I didn't doing the fucking what was the cannibal movie? It was famous, the Donner Party movie.
Yeah.
They were like, "Yeah, dude, that's how we met," and I was like, "Fuck."
I
So
know there's another one that looks
I understand Crispin Glover like getting attractive women because he is a famous actor and seems like a really smart guy. Just based on like why he didn't want to be in the Back to the Future sequels, stuff like that. Like seems intelligent and engaging, enigmatic figure. But so he can get attractive women. But the writ large of heterosexual women were not like Crispin Glover can get it.
All right.
The way they are with these other
Yeah,
people.
I agree, Bob. I agree.
Yes, but I will say the press and their lives were different back then. Yeah. Like if we saw Crispin Glover out in a suit, you know what I mean, on a Calvin Klein ad, it'd be different.
Yeah, you could have sexed him up.
100%.
Yeah.
Because he never got sexed up.
He never
was
got
just
sexed up.
You're
like,
right.
Get your damn hands off me.
And by the way, in real life, he was exactly like you hoped he would be. Of like, I was like, what were the conversations like? You're like, oh, wouldn't it be weird if Crispin Glover just went to this movie tonight? And we're like, oh yeah, it would be. But you're also
Joel.
talking about yourself in the third person.
Joel.
Joel, did you work with Crispin Glover?
Joel,
God damn it, man.
what's the Crispin Glover video? Can you send
Oh
it
yeah,
to
Clown. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We should
Anyway.
have gone Patreon today and played all this.
I know,
fucking music.
sorry, but
God
anyways.
damn it.
We'll save it.
Anyways, Chalamet's in this conversation.
Absolutely angel, absolutely not.
Yep.
So hang
Our
on.
Lord and Savior, beautiful boy.
The rest of the time, the
Beautiful
rest of the New
boy.
York Times came at this guy and said, no, Chalamet is not in that conversation.
No.
You take your name out of his mouth. But I have heard it.
He's not though. Like he's like my bit aside. This is a handsome twin.
No, he's a mousy man.
He's a mouse.
That
He
is a
looks like a
mouse.
mouse. He looks
Mouse
like
is different than
a
rat.
live
Mouse.
male mouse.
Mouse is different than rat. Everyone likes a mousy girl.
Is a
Nobody wants
mouse-
a rat-faced girl.
Is a
Yeah.
mouse not a rodent?
So is a squirrel. It's different things. It's different things.
It's a squirrel boy.
Squirrel boy, yes.
Squirrel boy, maybe. Yeah.
That's a squirrel face.
Squirrel boy
Cute
summer.
little squirrel nose.
So somebody had in this article though had a really interesting theory that the reason why women are lusting after rodent men right now is
Tell me, please.
a rejection of AI and all the filters they see online from like fitness models and all this stupid shit of people working out where they're like, you know what, man, I just want a normal 6. I just want a 6-looking dude who looks like a fucking mouse, like a real dude, rather than somebody who's all filtered up, telling you what to eat and how much bison they had that day. What do you think?
Interesting theory.
Well, what's your answer?
I think every one of those people has a personality, was in something that was kind of badass and weird, right? Right or wrong?
Yeah.
So I think that we always, like Adam Driver, I always thought from Girls was good looking.
Adam Driver's
He was weird. He was different.
He's also big and buff.
Right.
So he's like two things that kind of translate across any sort of face preference.
And he
or whatever.
served.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not that. I'm not saying oh God to that. The next one I totally forgot about who I hate. It's Mr. Robot who won the Oscar for fucking Queen.
I don't find him attractive.
That can't be. Who could?
But he looks like the big bug eyes that you were talking about with
Malik.
in that stand-up speech. Dude, Willem Dafoe, they've got a full picture of him in here.
Also, does
so
anyone-
Delco, I want to give that one to you. Do we still have the?
Does anyone respect Remy Malik as
clicker?
an actor?
No.
He won an Oscar.
But not.
I'm
he
with
shouldn't
you.
have.
I'm with you. Me neither.
And Mr. Robot or whatever the fuck he's in stinks.
Yeah, I liked it, but he was just himself. I think probably.
He is good in what is it? The
Pacific. Yeah,
He's pretty
he
good.
is excellent in the. There was the follow up to Band of Brothers that took place in the Pacific. Obviously, I mean, look, I guess Willem could. You tell me.
No,
Jesus
it's
Christ
the
right there.
mouth. It's the mouth.
It's the nose too.
And he also apparently his penis is too big to be on screen.
The New York Times sided with Delco on this.
Now put him up as Green Goblin.
Yeah, fuck. We all know what that looks like. It's frightening.
I don't.
It's got as Green Goblin.
I don't know. Show me.
Oh man. I mean, it's your most Willem Dafoe face you could ever Willem Dafoe. I mean, it's the ultimate Willem Dafoe.
I
There it
mean,
is
he's
right
on
there.
top,
Yep.
missionary. You see that face?
There's no makeup here, Jesse, at all. By the way, that's just his face.
Okay.
But this does lend a good pickup line if women are looking for sixes. What's up,
Yeah.
baby? You be the 6, or I'll be the 6. You be the 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
6 up top, 6 down below.
No, we got it. We got it.
Yep.
6-inch penis.
Sure.
And a face that you
Yep.
could rate only as a 6 out of
Yep.
10.
And I
6
understood.
figures,
You know, we
6
got it.
Yeah, I
inches,
got the joke. I
6
think as
feet.
soon as you.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had it. We were locked into that one
Thank
from the
you.
get-go there.
Thank you.
But yeah, the rise of the rodent man. I think there's something to this.
No, like
I really do. Because
okay.
with the bear, I thought because I had asked you about him, and because I like him as well. I think he fucking rocks, Jeremy Allen White. And I was like, well, part of it is the tattoos and all the other stuff, and you said they were real. Turns out that they're not real. I watched his reel the other day. He posted one of those things.
He's got a couple of them, but not all of them.
No. So on his Instagram, he posted how long it takes him in a makeup chair, and they did the time lapse on his phone to get all the tattoos on. And I was like, holy shit. After watching it, all the comments were the same of like, bro, just get the fucking tattoos at this point. Just get the tattoos. Why would you want to sit there for 5 hours in a makeup chair getting that all day? And not only that, but the artist had to keep referring back to the ones because they've got to be identical.
Right.
And there's like 50 of them. So, I mean,
Yeah.
just get the tattoos and move on with your life at this point.
Yeah, no, I liked him from Shameless.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Shameless days. Which same thing. His character was weird, bad boy, problem. You know.
Yeah. But what about Adam Driver then? What's the thing? Was it Girls? Was he a bad boy in Girls?
He was just a weirdo. You hadn't seen him before. He was good, acting wise, very good. Deep voice, and then his character. So, you know,
Okay.
kind of a dick, but like,
All right.
you know, soft side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Basically a dick, but then you like find out like why he's a dick, you know.
Right. Because
Which
I
is the
think
dream.
I look back to because those guys never used to make it back in the day. I remember Kids, the movie Kids. There was a couple rodent boys in that. Tully, the virgin surgeon in that, and everybody thought, oh, well, he's going to do something, and you're like, no, we can't put him in anything. Now they're putting these guys in everything.
Dustin Hoffman, I think, was one of the first kind of.
Honestly, Pacino, too.
Pacino was not supposed to be attractive.
And if you watch the TV show The Offer on Paramount Plus that goes through the making of The Godfather, over and over and over again, the head of the studio is like, do not cast this fucking guy. He's not a movie star, and he's not good looking whatsoever. So if it wasn't for one director fighting for him over and over and over again till the end of the world, who knows if there would be an Al Pacino today.
I gotta say, I don't understand what was happening in the 70s because, yeah, you're right. They were like, yeah, he's not good looking. I don't want him. But you know who one of the people who was offered Michael Corleone was Jack Nicholson.
Yep.
Who is what?
He was the first
Yeah.
one.
Like, but he's not, like, he's fine, I guess. But
Yeah,
like,
he's
Looking-wise?
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not, what sex symbol is Jack Nicholson has a crazy face, too.
Totally. And he just become cool because he was in Easy Rider. And that was an indie. So Yeah. You're right. And I think that was one of the guy's points where he was like, who the fuck was Jack Nicholson before he did all this shit? So, yeah, very strange. But it is. It's the rise of the rodent, man.
Yeah.
It's just, I side with the New York Times on this. I think it's just too many filters and women are sick of it, where it's just like, all right, just give me some fucking weirdo, you know? That's me. Yeah. You know? We get a crime corner today or a nature nook?
We do.
What do we got?
Have, let's start with Crime Corner.
Crime Corner. By the way, Crime Corner is its own show on its own feed on Spotify and iTunes. Who do you guys got this week, Japes?
We did have, last week was Sherry Papini.
Mm-hmm. Love Papini.
Houdini Papini.
Yep.
That case is insane. This next one we have is a fun husband's always dead. The husband always did it.
Okay.
It's always the husband.
It's always the husband.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll be recording Friday, and then there'll be an audio on Wednesday.
Right on.
Yeah. So this is going to be, we have a video. Oh, what do you want to do?
Are we doing the Baldwin?
Let's play this really quick. This is not the one.
Okay.
But we're just going to play this clip from the Baldwin trial just because.
Ross, did you catch this clip?
No.
Oh.
This missed all of us, and the audience had to remind it because Trump assassination happened the next day. The audience had to remind us about this entire trial, so I didn't really see anything except for the crying and the hug, and that was kind of all I saw from this trial.
Well, enjoy this.
Okay.
Appreciated the acting that he did on Saturday Night Live, and I really appreciate his politics.
You told one of the witnesses who disagreed with you during an interview that you thought Mr. Baldwin was a cocksucker.
I do not recall saying. I really.
So the problem with the caption says it all. It's a real shame Alec Baldwin's case got dismissed because we could have had way more moments like this. As with the Johnny Depp, where you're like just having people very monotone read this insane stuff.
Yeah.
But Alec Baldwin's whip pan over to her
Is excellent.
in that clip is just the best.
Also, if you were shooting this as a film, that's the exact whip pan you make.
You just look right. I mean,
He's
he
a
was,
fucking one-take Timmy, this guy. He's the best.
Yes.
He's one of the best. And I hate him, but he's one of the
This is
best.
during the trial, but yeah.
God, he's great.
Yeah.
What was the crime corner you specifically had in mind?
So I sent an email.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So boy, 17, steals a 71-year-old's phone on the street, I guess, as we're accustomed to these days. It is in Brazil. But the cool thing is that we get instant justice. So if you want to go ahead and play this video.
Trying.
When's that at?
Trying once the ad, I know. Sorry.
Daily Mail's website is
I know, it's
fucking
the
nightmare.
worst. It's the worst. But
So the
this
kid is
teenager
17.
walked up to a 71-year-old man while he was talking on the phone on a street corner and just took the phone, away from the guy's ear, steals his phone, runs away.
Pop it up on screen here,
There
Bob.
we go.
Make sure I have the correct version.
Clean,
All right,
there
here we
we
go.
go.
I found it on Twitter. I fucking
Okay.
hate the Daily Mail. Daily Mail is the best place to find news and the
It
worst
is.
place to consume media.
It truly is.
All right, here we go.
So takes the phone. Later, bro.
Oh!
See ya.
Is it weird that I hope his phone was okay? Like the old man had, the
Wouldn't
phone
that
was
be
all
great
right
if it
and he was able to
flew
continue
back
on his
and the
day?
guy was able to catch it?
Oh, that's great. So he's dead,
Look,
right?
the guy is running now
Yeah, the old man.
to check on his phone.
I hope so. I hope he got it back, and I hope it's fine.
I just
Holy
think you very
shit.
rarely get.
Street justice.
So for listeners, he just grabs the phone and runs right in front of a bus
Full speed.
and gets movie style.
Boom! Damn,
Right?
dude. That's
Instant
so
justice.
fucking rad.
It's Final Destination.
Sure is.
Like she
Yeah.
literally walks backwards into the fucking street.
Yes.
Yeah.
The cool thing, though, is that he just and it's one of those things that you guys have had stuff stolen from you.
Yeah.
ripped, a purse, a phone, and it's like in that moment, as soon as it's gotten taken, somebody's stolen. Like all you think, rational or is just, I hope they fucking just get hit by a bus. Like fuck them. If I find them, I'm gonna kill them. Obviously that doesn't happen, but you have that split second of I'm going to kill them if I find them. So this was just like great and immediate, and we love to see it.
It's perfect.
Love to see it.
It's almost too perfect.
What's crazy
I know.
is he did not die on the scene.
Really? So that guy's alive?
He suffered.
So, yeah, he suffered.
Okay.
According to reports, he rolled onto the curb, was lying down, talking and moving, a businessman who came out of his nearby business to help or whatever. But he was taken to a hospital and died there. I assume because everything inside of him was crushed and bleeding.
Yeah. But held together somehow. Like maybe something was holding it together for a while.
Yeah.
So love to see it. And
shit.
It's only happened. Usually you think it only happens in your dreams, right? If somebody steals something. But sometimes it happens in real life.
Man, it was almost too perfect.
Too perfect. Almost too perfect. And then, Bob, you have a
quick nook.
Quick nook?
Just a quick nook.
Play the fucking theme song, Let's do it. Let's get into it, Whoa, dude.
It's a quick nook. You said
How quick is the nook?
Blue ball.
It sounded like a quick nook.
Blue ball, dude.
God damn it, dude. What is going on here today?
God.
I'm just going with what Rob said. Quick nook.
Fuck. All right. It better be that quick then.
All right, well.
We got about 8 seconds out of that.
So, look, we were talking about the rise of rat-faced men.
Yeah, the rodent boys.
Rodent boys.
Rodent man.
May I introduce to you monkey bitches.
Oh.
Look at them things.
God damn it.
Those are nice. Though,
Somebody shoot that fucking
That's
thing.
nature.
Perky.
That's nature.
Perky
Hopefully
thing.
YouTube
Shoot
doesn't
it.
ding us.
Doesn't like
Shoot it.
wears a bra just because she doesn't want her nips to show. Doesn't need anything to be
Doesn't
held
need
up,
it though.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
Doesn't need it.
Yeah.
That makes me want to
Do you know what I mean?
Shoot that fucking thing.
Perfect size.
Blow it away.
Perfect size, right?
Dan said that'll play.
Yeah.
Just walked in and said that.
I mean,
Well,
this
my
is
gosh, yeah.
This is like
Gross.
a perfect, I feel like, C cup on a woman. This is obviously like an E cup on the monkey, but
Right.
like if we're going on monkey bra size. But yeah, I mean,
An
this
E cup on the monkey.
this is just.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right, you're right, Delco. That was worth. I didn't. If we would have played the whole fucking theme song for this, dude. No, you're absolutely right. You made the right decision today. Oh,
Now,
boy.
do you shave
Quick
her?
nook.
Do you
Nope.
shave her chest before you titty fuck her?
Oh, good there, Bob.
Okay.
Go to iTunes. Rate this. No, don't even bother today. No need to rate this show today. Okay, I'm asking you not to. All right. Instead, I'm going to tell you to go out into the world. If you're out there and it's not, 118 degrees somewhere, just take a fucking deep breath and enjoy your life. All right. We're not rating that after what we just saw today. We're not rating this show today. I don't want that in your mind. I don't want that in your digits. I don't want you popping in a bad review today. So don't rate this show. All right. Go to Crime Corner and rate that show a 5-star and leave a quick review. Not this one today. Okay. Crime Corner. Do that one. It's a 5-star review. Spotify. You can walk away. You got the whole thing there. This one, just forget about it today. Burn it from your memory. Maybe light your phone on fire or something like that. Throw it in front of a bus. Okay. That's disgusting, dude. I mean, that's just absolutely. Bob
can't
has
stop
the
looking at it.
rare ability to make me just on the edge of vomit every day.
I think it's kind of his goal, don't you think?
Wait till I fucking puke all over the place, Then we'll find out if that's his goal.
Yeah, Bob, do you really want actual puke?
I
Would
mean,
that be
that's
good for you?
I'm not hunting it, but that is
Right.
like the end.
But
I'm
you
just
would
trying to
feel
find
like-
compelling content. Like,
Sure.
I could go down I could get that any day, right? Like I could just go down a rabbit hole and find something horrifying and put it up.
Yeah.
I want to.
Well, you're trying a
organically.
bunch of different things. Like we've got the rat that got ripped in half, right, and was still
That
swimming.
one, that's the worst one
didn't
I've
think-
seen.
I know, but we didn't think. Like we're just trying a bunch of stuff because
Sure.
we don't actually know what it is that will take you to that point.
Right.
This, okay, we're getting there, Bob.
I'm actually shocked that this upset you as much as it did. To be
I think
honest,
because
Because
I think
it
they
looks
look
too
good.
realistic. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
I
looks
think 'cause
too
they look
realistic.
good.
It looks too much like a human, where I don't, and then it's got like old man ears too. God damn it, man! there's a bunch of things in life that I wish I didn't have to see or do. You know, that's pretty much the theme for today's show. To
Yeah,
be honest
Bob.
with you.
The DMV to this? How dare you?
God damn it, man.
How dare you?
God damn it. I mean, I've had an awful day, and then you did this to me to fucking end it. Jesus Christ. I love you guys. Thanks for that. God love you for turning in every fucking day. All right. I don't know that I would after this. I don't know that I'd ever come back here. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. the Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.